Hi guys, so I had a request, quite a few requests about how to curl effortless extensions, and so I'm going to show you two different methods on how to do it. They tell you you can also flat iron it, but I'm sure that you guys are pretty capable of knowing how to flat iron them. So I went to Sally's today, and just to let you know what the cost of this was, I went and bought the Geber hot rollers, and they are these ceramic tools, porcelain hot rollers. It comes with 5, and I'll show you what that looks like. And then I also bought an extra pack of 6 of them. So the total cost was, maybe you can see, well, you probably can't, but the total cost was $38.14. It was $11.99 for the extra 6 rollers, and it was $23.99 for the base unit with 5 rollers, and it also came with 5 of the clips for it, and then also these clips too. So I'm only going to be using, you know, the 5. This is what it looks like. Let me show you the front, and it heats up super quick. You can't see it, but this roller right here in the middle was red, and since I plugged it in, it took about 5 minutes, and it is now, the red is gone, showing that they are ready to use. I'm also going to be using the Conair Instant Heat set to the absolute highest setting, which is 25, and it's called Turbo, and as you can see I have that on there, so it is super hot, letting you know that, you know, showing how these synthetics can take the heat and how this works. So here is the Effortless Extensions. I still have it in the box. Well, I put it back in the box, and as you can see, it is called Feel So Real Synthetics, and I'm going to show you exactly how this works. Again, this is how it comes, very pretty packaged. This is the travel and storage case that it comes with, and it's a nice soft case, and you can, you know, bend it, throw it in your purse, your bag, whatever. It's a crushed velvet. This is not a stamp. This is actual embroidery on here, which is a really nice touch. And it is tied in. This is the way it comes in the package. I'll take it out, and I'll put this aside also. And it comes in the hairnet. So here is the extension, and it self-adjusts. It's on a really, I mean, I'm, you know, pulling really sturdy band and a beautiful amount of hair. I have 2 of them. I'm actually wearing 1 in my hair right now, which I curled, oh, probably about a week ago, and you can still see the curl in it, and I've been wearing it every day, and I just run a comb through it. So unlike when you curl your own hair, these extensions require that you not, you know, when you roll your hair up in a curling iron, you hold it, you know, and then you unroll it and you have a curl. This doesn't work that way. They work by doing the same thing. You're gonna, okay, here is the, like I said, it's on the high heat setting, so you can all see this. Very high. if you curl it and you release the curl like you do a regular curl on your own hair, as you can see, I pulled it through and that piece got instantly straight. So if you do it that way, your curl will just come out. You only need about, I don't know, 30 seconds, maybe not even 25 or 30 seconds, as you can see how long I've had this on here. And then what you do is you release the curl into your hand, keeping it a curl. And what I do is I blow on it to let it cool down. The key to this is keeping it curled while it cools, and it just takes a few seconds, and then there you go. As you can see, there it is. It's curled. So, I mean, that's how simple this is for a synthetic. All you're going to do is, and actually they tell you to lightly mist it with water. And I find that you can do it either way. If you lightly mist it, it allows you to you know, keep it on the curling iron a little bit longer, because you need to get, you know, that moisture to kind of steam heat it. But some of the pieces are shorter, so, you know, you have to do them in sections because these are layered. But that's one of the reasons why I got the hot rollers, because, and I'll show you how that will work. The hot rollers will do all the heating for you. You won't have to stand here and do it individually, one section at a time, as I'm doing here. And then, like I said, I just release the curl into my hand. Actually, how I did the piece I'm wearing, I had my blow dryer set on cool. And the hair gets hot, so you want to be careful when you're doing it. But I took my blow dryer and put it on the cool setting, and then just, you know, took like, you know, 10-20 seconds, no more than it took to do to actually curl it. And then you release the curl. So, I mean, as you can see, it curls beautifully, you know. Here's the first two pieces that I curled on there. And just to show you what happens if you don't do what I just showed you. So if you just take the hair, let me take another piece. So if you just take this hair, and this probably wasn't a good piece to show you because it's got a lot of layers in it, but let me just take the longest layers. And if you just take this piece, and I'll do it, probably should take the shorter pieces, but now I'm doing this exactly the same way you just saw me do the other pieces, only instead of uncurling it, or I mean, instead of letting the curl stay together on my hand, I am just going to, like we normally would do, unroll it. And this is what you get. And I think that's the reason why a lot of women were having problems. They were like, I'm not doing something right. Well, you're not really doing anything wrong. What you're doing is you have to let that heat set the curl, because it is a synthetic. So what you need to do is, now I'm going to take this same piece. You just watch me do this. I'm going to take this same piece, and I'm going to curl it, and then I'm going to just drop it in my hand like I did the other pieces after it heats up. And it's really simple, you know. It takes a little bit more time to do it, but remember, these curls also last. Like I said, you know, I mean, I did mine in a loose curl, you know, over a week ago, and I've been, you know, wearing it every day. I run my hands through it, and and combs. And okay, so now I am loosening it, just dropping this into my hand so you can see, just dropping the curl in my hand. Okay, so now it is cooled, and now that's that same piece that you saw me just unroll the curl. So all you need to do is let that curl set. Now you see these bouncy curls that I just got? That's really how simple it is to do. So now I show you how to do it on the curling iron. I'm going to also set them with the hot rollers. And like I said, I think the hot rollers, for somebody who doesn't have a lot of time, and for $38, and I'm thinking, you know, and I haven't tried this, but I'm going to take a little bit larger sections because they are going to be able to sit for a longer time on the roller. And, ooh, they're very hot. They are ceramic rollers. And it says to take it and, you know, to roll it around the roller. So I guess it's going to be different than like how you do it on a curling iron, because it said if you were doing your hair, you would start at the crown of your head and then roll it around. So I'm going to try it this way, and I'm going to set that down, and I'll take another section. I'm going to try it from the bottom up this time instead of like I normally would do it. You know, you take it and then you would roll it from the bottom up. Ladies, if you get these ceramic things, I can tell you right now, they are super hot, so they should do a really good job. I think I like it better doing it this way than, because I can get it up higher than I did this first roller, because it was a little bit difficult to roll that one. So we'll see how that one comes out. I'm going to do all 5 rollers and then show you how this comes out. I picked the ceramic rollers. They did have other ones there that were more expensive, and you know, up to $50 for ones that have I think the one had sponge rollers, and it was a steam, which, because they tell you you can lightly miss this, the steam rollers may work really well. It came with 20, but it was $45, and I thought, okay, this is I don't think it's a cheaper brand, but they cost a lot less. So, you know, I'm gathering that, you know, it really isn't going to matter. For me, it was more just, you know, what it cost. And then again, I like the ceramic curling irons. So I figured, you know, let's give these a try. They were not only less expensive, but they are ceramic. And Gibert is a really good name. So I didn't feel like I was getting gypped at all. And they heat up super, super fast. It's like I showed you, it's a small unit. And so it doesn't take up much space or anything. And yeah, so I really think that, you know, for the money, so let me just show you what this looks like. And they hold the heat, you know, pretty well. Now this is now starting to cool down. It's still hot, but now I can actually touch it without feeling like I'm going to burn my hand. And like I said, this longer one is the first one I did, and then these are the ones that, you know, I started from the bottom. This one I started from the top and rolled it around. This one I actually, these ones started from the bottom like you would with a curling iron, you know, and roll upwards. So Another few questions while we're waiting for this to cool down. And, you know, here's again those curls that I just did with the curling iron. Other questions that people were asking me is, can you dye them? Well, they're a synthetic, so no, you can't dye them, but they have on the website is a huge array of colors, including highlighted and like two-tone colors. So there's a lot of colors to choose from and a lot of styles to choose from. They have not just the three what they call silky styles, which would be your straight, this which is called the flare, and as you can see it has body to it. It's not really straight and it's not curly, it just has that really nice body, which that's usually how my hair is normally. It just has that movement to it. So they have straight, flare, this, and then the body wave. And then they have 4 styles in what they call their Yaki line, which would be also an ethnic line for any women of color, or just even if your hair texture is a little more coarse, I would say. And there's 4 styles there, and I have friends who have bought the different textures just because their hair is kind of coarse, and so yeah. I mean, it gives you a whole variety of colors and styles. Now these are still pretty hot. I'm really surprised. I'm just out of curiosity because it's, you know, I want to see how long. I mean, I don't even know. Maybe it's been just a couple minutes. I don't even think it's been a full 5 minutes since I put this first one in, but I want to take it out because I may just re-wrap it. Yeah, I don't think it had enough time to actually set. I'm actually going to put it in and let it get hot again. And I'm going to go ahead and leave these in until they become completely cool. I can't imagine that the hot rollers wouldn't work when the, you know, the curling iron in just a few minutes gives you beautiful curls. So, and what I did is, you know, I just put it on the doorknob and went ahead and just curled it with my curling iron, and I don't even know if I put this back in there long enough, but I'm going to just throw it on here anyway. Give it a shot. So if you have any other questions or anything else that you would like me to do or talk about, they are layered. All of the styles are layered, so if it is too long for you and you need to, the layers are already built in for you, so you can, you know, go to your hairdresser and just have them cut this for you, and you know, style it to the style hair that you already have, whether you have you know, longer layers or shorter layers, or, you know, maybe you have just one length and you kind of want to make it, you know, blend in. As you can see, this is, let's see if I can show you. This is how long they are. This is the same hair piece, but they sit down at the nape of your neck. So it gives you 16 full inches of hair all the way down. And as you can see, you know, it's nice and full and looks really good, I think so. But yeah, and you know, I guess this is not just a tutorial, but it kind of you know, showing you a new product, the ceramic tools, porcelain rollers, which I also think would be good for your own hair, because the porcelain, even though it gets really hot, it's less damaging on your hair. They're showing, let's see if I can show you, I'll lay this down again. And they show you, I don't know how well this is coming across, but yeah, so they show you that, you know, the different textures and styles of hair. But yeah, and I think for the price, it was a really, really good price. So, and if you go to Sally's, you can get an extended warranty for $2.99. And I believe that gives you, you have a 60-day warranty on the base set, and you have an extra 1 year for the $2.99. So if you wanted to spend an extra $3. So, and the $38.14 was including tax. So, but yeah, if you have any other questions or concerns about the extensions, and you would like to have me show you how to do anything or talk about it, you know, just comment below or PM me, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to go ahead. These are still a little bit warm, but they've cooled off quite a lot, and so I'm going to start with the, I'm going to leave the one that the first one I put in. I'll start with the second one. The last one I put in is still really, really hot. I probably should have grabbed my blow dryer and just went ahead and cooled it off. Maybe I'll, sorry about this, guys. Okay. All right, so let's just try, and this is the second one that I put on. Okay, it didn't curl as well as it probably should have. So I'm gathering that's because this is still really hot. You know, I mean, it's cool enough that I can hold it in my hand, but it's still hot enough to probably still have been in there. So, not saying that these won't work. As you can see, it curls really well, and it's very high heat, which is another thing. With a lot of synthetics, you can't curl them. You know, you can't put high heat on them. They tell you, which is the other brand that I did the comparison to. The other brand cannot take super high heat. So, but this is as high as this curling iron will go, and it's on what they call turbo, and it is extremely hot. This is what I normally put my settings on, and I cannot tell you, even this piece right here from sitting, because I've been doing this for so long, having it on, is super, super hot. So this takes the hottest heat and still gives you a beautiful curl. But this video is getting kind of long. What I'm going to do is give you guys a part 2, and I am going to reheat a couple of these rollers, and I will come back with you.